And if this wasn't enough, and by gosh, don't you think it ought to be, we have tonight on our Salute to Summer a special three-part visit to one of my favorite places, Coney Island. So what a show. Strap yourselves in, phone the neighbors, wake the dog. Well, summer is here, and I know a big part of summer for many of you is the time that you spend at the beach. But as with all things, your beach pleasure will be enhanced considerably if you simply take the time to familiarize yourself with the proper rules of beach etiquette. And I believe there's a beach pretty close to us. Paul, by the way, where is the beach?
Back there. Right
the beach is back here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on back to the beach. My, oh my, it really is a beach. It's a pleasure to be here and sort of starting to unwind already. Now, when you first get to the beach, the first thing you want to do, of course, is introduce yourself to everybody else who's enjoying themselves on the sand, and the best way to do that is by name and also sunscreen number. Hi, I'm Dave Letterman, number 1. It's a light sunscreen.
Oh, hi, Paul Schaefer, extra heavy sunscreen. Nice to meet you.
Extra heavy? Why even come to the beach? Why don't you just stay at home and read comic books in the basement? Now, this is an example of a beach faux pas. Do not deride fellow sun worshippers just because they appear to be wimps.
Dave, listen, you can hear the ocean in here. Listen to this.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Paul. That's very nice. Now, when you're visiting the beach, it's perfectly acceptable to enjoy the sounds of the surf. But always be considerate of others. Thank you, Hiram. Always be considerate of others.
Mr. Letterman, can I go back in the water yet?
Go back into the water yet? Well, let's see, young man. You have to wait a full 30 minutes after you eat. And checking our equivalency tables, let's see. 30 minutes is exactly how long it takes one coat of latex house paint to dry. Now, that's why some plasterboard and a professional painter are an important part of any fun-filled day at the beach. Yes, when the paint is dry, the kids can swim.
Is it dry?
No.
Is it dry?
Okay, now it's dry.
Yeah. Yippee!
Boy, did you see the glee on the little fella's face? Another thing that's fun...
What is this, some kind of a silly little skit?
That's right, we're doing a little skit about the beach.
Well, can you tell me where the corporate communications offices are?
Yeah, it's 6th floor, but it's the west side of the building. So what you want to do is just go right straight through there. Now, when you get to an audience, turn left and go through the double doors. It's over there. Okay. Now, did you see the glee on the little fella's face? Another thing that's fun to do at the beach is bury someone in the sand. And of course...
You got ridges? I like regular chips.
You always eat the chips with the ridges.
I never eat the chips with ridges.
Of course, when you're burying someone in the sand, there's a right way and a wrong way to do so. First of all, let's take a look at the right way. This would be there. All right, now let's take a look at what is generally considered to be the wrong way to bury someone. There you go. Now we come to a very common beach day problem.
Larry, what do you want? Tuna on white or tuna on wheat?
Tuna on wheat.
What did you say, white?
I said wheat.
What do you do if loud, obnoxious people sit next to you?
You said wheat? Since when do you eat tuna on wheat?
I always eat tuna on wheat.
I only have white.
White wheat, what do I care?
Excuse me, did you folks hear what time the poisonous radioactive chemical spill is due in today?
I told you we should have gone to the mall.
Rule number 4. In the event of obnoxious people, it's okay to threaten their lives.
Excuse me, Dave. I've been watching you, and I got to get a word in here. It's just that the advice that you're giving does not spell Surf City to me. You know, I want to say any Chuck Woolery can be a Frankie Avalon. If he just pays attention to this one simple rule that you forgot. Don't wear a sport jacket and dress shoes on the beach. The girls don't think it's hip, and they'll just make fun of you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Thank you,
Just
Paul.
trying
I
to
appreciate that.
help. Dave, let's take a walk on the beach.
Okay. Paul and I are going for a walk. We'll be right back with a look at Coney Island.
Remember when the 426 Hemi made Dodge Charger a legend? Today that legend lives again in Dodge Charger 2.2. Trans Am and Z28 are trying to catch up, but Charger blows them away. With 0 to 50 in 6 seconds and higher mileage. Now, only Dodge has a 5-year or 50,000-mile plan for engine and powertrain protection, outer body rust-through protection, and free scheduled maintenance. All for only $74.72. Charger, America's driving machine.
Is he going to be all right or what? I thought 30 minutes would be enough. Is he going to be all right? Did we get him to sign anything first? Are you all right, son? Oh, all right. Oh, gee, I'm awfully sorry. I figured 30 minutes tops, no problem. Well, let's face it. What salute to summer, particularly summer in New York, New York, would be complete without a visit to the most beautiful island of them all. Yes, the jewel of the Atlantic. I'm talking about Coney Island. Let's go there now, shall we? New York City is, of course, the most exciting place in the world to live. And when hectic, busy New Yorkers need a place to go on vacation, they're very fortunate because they're surrounded by many wonderful island paradises in which to vacation. Of course, there's Staten Island, Roosevelt Island, Rikers Island. But the one island that's most popular with harried New Yorkers because it's dedicated to having fun is, of course, Coney Island.
You almost wish your feet were fireproof under the boardwalk and by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
One thing the first-time visitor to Coney Island is going to notice, a lot of innovations here. Of course, you come right here and get your tickets, and as you do that, you can check your meat in this refrigerated meat locker. Ham, side of beef, whatever. Just leave it right there while you enjoy the park for the remainder of the day. Pick it up on your way home. It's for your convenience. This is the Music Express at Coney Island. This accomplishes two things for the tourists from out of town. One, it gives you all the excitement of riding on the subway with a couple of guys with those 800-pound radios. And also, it's a real center for people who know and appreciate good music. If you think I'm kidding, take a look who's here. Excuse me, Paul, you come here for the music primarily, don't you?
Yes, I just come down to hang out. Well, I'm a friend of Larry's, a DJ. Sometimes he slips on some of the heavy happening sounds for me. And I like to hang out with Stella and the kids.
This is Stella here?
Yeah.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Nice to see you, Stella.
Fine to see you too.
How long have you and Paul been coming here?
Oh! Oh, for a long time.
Don't give anything away.
Long time.
That's great. But this, apparently, for people interested in music, is the place to be?
This is you know, as you can hear, they play all the happening dances. We put on a little Al Green earlier in our honor, I think, which is great.
Have a good time.
Thanks.
Here we are with Milt Berger, the official spokesperson for Coney Island and more specifically Astroland. These people dancing back there, is that part of a professional dance group that...
No, those are children having fun. You find that at the Music Express and this Apollo ride, which play rock music.
Yeah.
And you'll find the public gyrating to the music.
Tell me about the food here. I notice that you have plenty of it. Is it pretty good stuff to eat here?
Well, it's a fast food concession, and it's the best of its kind. It's a complete spectrum of the Coney Island kind of a thing.
Do you eat here yourself?
I will occasionally eat here. I don't make a habit of it.
Here's a pretty good deal for students who are more interested in sleeping than reading a lot of Italian verse, don't have the patience to get through a classic work like Dante's Inferno. Well, Coney Island has a ride that's based factually on that classic work of literature. And in fact, I understand you can actually get high school and college credit simply by riding on this one here, Dante's Inferno. What's your name?
Ben Sebastian.
And you operate Dante's Inferno rides?
All the rides there.
And do you find that you get a lot of literature students coming to ride on this?
Oh, we get a lot of people down here that comes on here.
Which do you prefer, the ride or the book?
Yeah, the book is better.
Does it seem to be a pretty factual representation of the classic Italian literature?
Yes, actually it was, but they forgot the Pope standing on his head in the ice river, yeah.
So which did you prefer, the ride or the book?
The ride.
Excuse me, can I talk with you a second?
Why?
You just wrote Dante's Inferno?
Yes.
How does it compare with the book? Boy, you think that was fun. Stay tuned for more of our Coney Island tour a little later in the show, and we'll be right back after these commercials with Mr. Michael Keaton.